Hello everybody and welcome back to the Michigan Insider, Michigan.247sports.com. I'm Alejandro Zuniga here on a rainy Tuesday night outside of Schembechler Hall. Just had a chance to talk to 4 Michigan football players as they prepare for the season opener against Fresno State. Talked to Mason Graham, defensive tackle, Kalel Mullings, the running back, Tyler Morris, the wide receiver, and Josiah Stewart, the edge rusher. I want to take these in order of importance, starting with some maybe self-inflicted news that Wink Martindale dropped yesterday on the Inside Michigan Football podcast, the radio show that he does every week. He had mentioned that Mason Graham had been banged up in fall camp, which caused some alarm. Talked to Mason Graham today. He said he was full go in practice. He fully plans on playing Saturday night against Fresno State. He is good to go. Feels good, feels healthy, feels like he's in shape, so no cause for alarm there. He declined to go into specifics, not saying whether it was upper body, lower body, or anything of the sort. He said he was day-to-day. Mason, aren't we all? But good to go. Him and KG both in shape, healthy, and ready for the season opener, part of potentially the best defensive tackle tandem in college football. Another thing Wink Martindale said on his radio show on Monday night was more positive. It was referencing Jon Baram. He and Sherrone Moore have both talked effusively about how well the Maryland transfer has played at linebacker this year. So we had a chance to talk to Kalel Mullings today and asked him about that. Kalel said, he used some adult language, but said that if you run into Jon Baram, or if he runs into you and you are not ready for it, you will end up on your rear end.
Because if you don't come correct with him, man, you'll end up on your ass. So
Max Bredesen said, this was a story recounted by Sherrone Moore, that Jon Baram, again, Maryland linebacker transfer, is like a brick wall, and you have to be ready to hit him. Max Bredesen, again, one of the toughest guys we've seen in the Michigan football program for the last couple of years, said that hitting Jon Baram, it is the hardest collision he has faced in quite some time. Talking to Kalel Mullings, though, he expressed how comfortable he's gotten in the running back position. Of course, he has played running back in the past, but for the first couple of years of his Michigan career, he was a linebacker, not a running back. You'll recall in that 2022 season, as Blake Corum went down when Michigan was going to the Big Ten championship game and eventually to the Fiesta Bowl, Kalel Mullings did a bit of both. He was a goal line back, he was a heavy back, a moose back, if you will. It's been a couple of years now of him playing exclusively running back. He said he is a lot more comfortable in the position than he has been before and is looking forward to showcasing that on Saturdays, afternoons, and nights across the fall. Another guy who's gotten a lot more comfortable, of course, is Josiah Stewart. Josiah Stewart came to Michigan last summer, as a transfer from Coastal Carolina. A guy who struggled, I'd say, a little bit in the beginning of the 2023 season, but really came on strong late. Of course, we remember his performance in the Rose Bowl, but really the back half of the 2023 season, Josiah Stewart was playing at a starter level, maybe at an all Big Ten level. I think he's going to do that again this year. And he said that it's not just him, it's not just Derek Moore who's on the other side of that defensive line, but TJ Guy is someone who he considers to be as part of the ones as well. So they expect that edge rotation to continue like it did last year with Braden McGregor. Josiah Stewart says, hey, it's going to be me, it's going to be Derek Moore, but TJ Guy, expect him, and Cam Brandt, he's your 4th guy. Seems like he's established himself in that rotation. So you'll see maybe Kenneth Grant, maybe Mason Graham staying on the field a little bit more than they did last year, maybe having more of a majority of the snaps, particularly Kenneth Grant, who really split snaps evenly last year. Mason Graham had a bit more. But expect the edge rotation in particular to continue like it did last year. Closing out with Tyler Morris. Tyler Morris was acknowledging the fact that, hey, people don't know what to expect from the wide receiver room this year. Michigan, of course, lost Roman Wilson to the NFL. They lost Cornelius Johnson to the NFL draft as well. He said, hey, the wide receiver room believes they're talented, they believe they're versatile, they believe they are all weapons. Saturday night against Fresno State is a first chance to prove that that is who they are. So that's the update. One last thing we did touch on with Kalel Mullings, with Mason Graham. Asked them both about that Connor Stallions documentary that came out on Netflix bright and early this morning. They both said they have not yet seen it, but they've seen the conversation about it. Kalel said it was kind of funny seeing people talk about it, said it seemed a little bit like Michigan was the star of a popular TV show that he's looking forward to watching that in the next couple of days. As for Mason Graham, he says as he was leaving practice, he'll probably be watching that tonight. For everyone at 24/7, I'm Alejandro Zuniga. Thank you so much for watching this video recap. We'll have more tomorrow. Peace.